Hey guys, Matt here. So I just now got done listening to Gevo's earnings call. It was a very short earnings call. I think it was done in about 30 minutes, little more, a little less. And I want to give you my feelings on it while the feelings are fresh. And I gotta say, and I'll show you some information in a second. But I gotta say, it's pretty much a summary of everything I said about Gevo in probably the last several videos. Is that the money's coming, but the money's not here right now. So what do I mean by that? So let's take a look at their financials right now that they just reported. They reported a revenue of 0.4 million, so 400 and something K versus 580K expected. So that's quite a miss. Quite a miss indeed. It's at least 100K, maybe more, maybe less, depending on the specifics of this right here, exactly what the dollar amount is. We're talking 0.09 net loss compared to 0.05 loss expected EPS. So yeah, they missed all around. So as far as their financial performance this quarter, I mean, it was pretty bad. It was even worse than expected, but honestly, as far as us retail investors, I think we were kind of expecting it to not meet expectations. We were expecting it to be bad. I mean, as far as their loss from operations, even worse than, I mean, we all knew that. Much worse than last year, but I don't think anyone expected anything different. Now, as we all probably know, the major drop-off in revenue this year versus last year was due to their La Verna facility being shut down, having been shut down since 2020 because of COVID. That facility is right now up and running and producing isobutanol. So we should start to see the revenue trickle in starting either next quarter or the quarter after. So this is just me speculating. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not even good at this. So hopefully this is the worst of it. So yeah, current financial results for this quarter were terrible, as a lot of us probably expected. However, what I said during my earnings expectation video was that I wasn't really looking for that. I knew it was going to be terrible. What I was looking for is pretty much Patrick's to tell us the status update of the projects, which is where the money is coming from. Now I will say that Patrick was very charismatic during the call, as he usually is. He was very charismatic. He commanded authority during the remarks and the Q&A. He answered the questions he got very technical. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an expert in the world of gas fuel production, but he commanded the answers with authority, and he appeased a lot of the people who were asking the questions. I liked his performance, and he did deliver what I wanted as far as project updates. So the first thing I want to point out, now I don't think he mentioned this right here during the remarks, but this is in the slide. Now, if you recall last quarter, I think it started out with 10 billion actively being discussed. Then it was like 13.6 billion. And now we're up to 20 billion actively being discussed or negotiated with high quality customers. Now, I think one thing a lot of investors were hoping for is that, some of this 20 billion. Now, with this 1.6 billion, I think this was the amount last quarter or the quarter before. I could be wrong, but I think this was the amount. I think what a lot of investors were looking for is some more of these this 20 billion move from actively discussed to actually in place. And I think Patrick did discuss on that. He said it's in progress. He said, these high quality customers, these negotiations take time, and I will take him at his word for it. I really don't know any better. But the amount did go up to 20 billion. So hopefully in the next couple of quarters. Now, I know Gevo likes to put out the information as soon as they get it. So as soon as some of these are, actually get in place, I'm sure we'll hear from them. Now, one thing I do want to point out, and this is with the Net Zero project. This is the thing that's supposed to start in 2022 and go into production in 2024, is that he did devote some time into explaining how this project is going to bring in more money sooner. And he did say that this is on track, so the planned construction is still supposed to start the first half of next year. And like I said, it's supposed to go into production in 2024. He announced no delays as far as this is concerned. You can pause and read all this if you want to, as far as a project revenue that they're expected to bring in, the project EBITDA. I think he said this was increased. Their expectations for this were increased versus their expectations last quarter. So this is good to hear. Like I said, I just want to hear that projects are underway. There aren't delays. That's what I want to hear. That's what I wanted to hear out of this earnings report, and I wasn't disappointed. Now, as far as their renewable natural gas, he reiterated that this is under construction and everything's on track. They already have a customer, BP. I think I mentioned that last video. You know, a very, very high quality customer, BP. So this is already going to make money once this goes into production in 2022. And you can see for the photos here. Now, I don't remember like the last quarter, the photos, they showed us like, you know, not with the walls or anything like that. So we're seeing some, you know, high quality updates as far as how the plant's coming along. So they said it's on track, and I'm happy to hear that. So we should start seeing some, you know, cash flow coming in 2022. We just gotta, you know, tough through these next couple of quarters, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is hopefully a quick video. I don't know how long it's going to be after I edit it, but like I said, it was a very quick earnings call, but pretty much business as usual. They performed like ass financially, but you know, as we know, the money's coming. I'm not gonna pretend I am an expert in fuel production, especially renewable fuel production. So if you are an expert and you did listen to the earnings, I want to know your take in the comments. But I like what I heard. I like the earnings. I like the, you know, what's coming up. I didn't hear any delays, so I'm happy with Gevo as of right now. Now, just to let you know what I'm doing with the stock, it did go down after hours. If it opens tomorrow, like at this amount or lower, I will probably start adding more shares. So far, everything I heard with Gevo has convinced me to, you know, start buying into this stock a little more heavily. I am going to concentrate on Gevo more than Highland, just because, you know, I see the money on the table. I see a little more promise from Gevo, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if Gevo lives up to that promise. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.